Hi, I'm Tom from the ROLI product team. I'm so excited to be here to give you a quick update. I'm a lifelong music lover, creator, and aspiring pianist. My passion for creating music actually started with this. This is a unlabeled tape that I found on the street at some point, listened to it and was shocked to hear what I heard, which turned out to be Kraftwerk's Computer World. And that made me want to create music like that inspires and is just different. So now I'm excited to work with the ROLI product team to build the music platform and the creation tools and tools for learners that I wish I had when I grew up. I want to start by saying thank you so much for your patience. I can't wait to get ROLI Piano and ROLI Airwave into your hands so you can start playing and let us know what you think. We're working on some huge innovation here, combining AI and computer vision into spatial music. Of course, creating innovative products like these is not without challenges. Our bar is incredibly high, and we want to make sure that you love the instruments as much as we do. I want to give a big shout out to you and to our community who helped us shape these products. We learned so much from learners on how we could use our camera technology in the best and most efficient ways to improve your play and practice. For example, we learned that just showing numbers is not as effective as really giving you instant visual feedback and coloring your fingers so you can play the right notes with the right fingers every single time. From the creators out there, we learned so much about how to actually take most advantage of the gestures that you can use to create your perfect sound. An example of this is when we started conceptualizing Airwave, we really worked with you and figured out how could we create dimensions that are meaningful. Like we realized we have a stereo camera that can see every single movement of your hand, but what are we going to do with this now in the early stages of innovation? And we figured out, well, we can track 27 joints per hand, and we can see very precisely what gestures you do if you lift your hand or touch your fingers. What would really be a good system for interacting with a music learning or music creation system? And we really learned that from users early on, who we put in front of an Airwave and then just observed without instructions and saw how people naturally, organically created sound by moving their hands, tilting their hands, moving their hands up and down like directing an orchestra. That inspired us to really come up with the 6 dimensions of air that we have today. Another example is air freeze. So there's a gesture when you can literally grab a sound and close your hands. Originally, we thought it would be really smart if you sculpt a sound with your hands, depending on your hand gestures and your position in space. And then when you just have the perfect sound, that you could freeze that by closing your hands, and then you could play that sound until you unfreeze. That seemed like a great idea. Practically though, in all our tests with real users like yourself, we figured out that this gesture is really more naturally associated with bringing volume up or down. So we changed that. So this is now really a 6th dimension that allows you for more expression as you play. And as we're waiting for the hardware to ship, our content team is working on hundreds of new songs and lessons for you. Also, we're massively improving the recognition quality of our camera system for different hand types, skin tones. We're now showing different skin colors, and we're also working on having some interesting flair like adding watches and rings and nail polish to just make this experience really personalized and fun. We're also optimizing our hand tracking technology to make it really super fast and highly responsive. And we continue making the whole system smarter based on feedback that we get from piano teachers and learners, and based on the data that we have on our platform. For example, if you want to master a piece that's difficult to play, it's best practice to slow down. However, we found that only about 30% of learners change the tempo settings when they practice. That's an easy win for us. Our platform can prompt learners at the right time in the right way and remind them to just take it a little bit slower. And it's so wild to see how the team has been able to advance the technology to get us to a place where we're really happy and nearly ready to ship the product. We've also been designing a lot more really awesome Airwave sounds for creators. Let's hear from Marcus how he's getting on.
Thanks, Tom. We were originally planning to launch Airwave with 100 sounds, but I'm pleased to report that we're going to now have at least 160 for launch, ranging across a load of different styles. Let's check out a few of my favorites now. This is a preset called Bouncy Signs. It's got a really modern kind of electronic edge, perfect for use in any kind of dance production. This is a preset called Synaptic Clicks. It's a tempo synced patch with lots of rhythmic elements, and Airwave is really nice for kind of exploring these extra textures as we play. This is a preset called Global Communication. The air dimensions take this one from quite a simple pluck sound to something else entirely, with lots of granular elements and other textures on top. This is a preset called Beneath the Waves. It's a really textural, soundscapey patch that would be perfect for scoring to video and being able to introduce subtle variation using the air dimensions. We're really excited about these sounds and we can't wait to see what you think.
So please stay in touch. Reach out to me and the team by commenting on this video, by connecting with us through socials, or by reaching out directly to our creator support.